Take two. Okay, so guys, this is Haley here, and I'm going to go over a couple things with you guys. Um, First thing is, I don't know when me and Jacob are going to do a video. We're hoping the next time we hang out, we can do a parenting Q&A. But usually when he's here, I'm either putting Alexis's clothes away that we washed during the week, or just straighten out my room a little bit that gets a little messy with Alexa, or just trying to relax myself, get a little couple naps in or whatever. But I'm hoping I can motivate myself because he's really he wants to do it because he doesn't get to see Alexa much, so he has more motivation than I do. Is what I'm trying to say, to do the video. So hopefully we can do that. And no, I'm not in my room. I'm in my parents' room. But hopefully we can do that very soon. It will be the parenting Q&A. So if you guys have any questions about us, parenting Alexa, I guess, like random questions, whatever you can think of, just drop them down below and we will answer them. I've got a lot from Snapchat, so that's great. The next thing is, I don't know if we do it this week and it will be posted. I don't know if it will be posted by Friday or by next week if we do it this week. I also decided to do this video instead of doing the beef one, her trying beef for the first time, because there has been a lot of questions about Alexa and her health. Now, I'll go to the feeding. Alexa is on baby food while still nursing. So, yes, Jacob can take her for maybe an hour, maybe if that, to his place for whatever. But her feeding varies from 1 to 5 hours, or 2 to 5 hours, 2 to 5 hours from nursing, and she only gets baby food in the morning, and then in the afternoon, and in the supper time, like it's usually before bedtime. So yeah, he could take her, but after you give the baby food, you have to nurse her or give her formula, but she's not on formula, so I have to nurse her right after to, as her doctor quoted, to wash it down. So he still can't take her away from me yet. We hope to be able to move out next summer. We tried hard this year, but it's not going to happen because now Jake does have a second job, so hopefully he can do that, keep up with that one, and save a lot from that one and the one he's working at. He's been working at for over a year now. So hopefully by next summer we can save up enough money to move out and then start all over for savings, because usually for apartments you only have like maybe a year, 2-year lease, and then you have to move out. But if that happens, we're gonna definitely ask for an extended lease, and hopefully. But so we probably won't be moving on until next summer. I'm shooting for September. Give us a month extra time, because in March, the month after Alexa turns 1, we're going to start looking again and just slowly start looking and figuring out what we've already looked at this year. There's one apartment that we looked at in Mapleton, Minnesota, that we're not going to go for. We know we're not going to go back to that one because when we viewed it, it wasn't what we wanted. So the ones that we've already contacted, we're going to recontact them again in March and see if they have openings. Now for Alexa and her health. Alexa her health is okay, but I guess you can say it's in the middle. So what happens with Alexa is she can just be sitting in her pack and play or her crib, and she will just end up choking. Like, we had almost 3 attempts that we have almost had to call the ambulance for her because she wasn't breathing. She's like literally stopped breathing. So we brought her to Albert Lea, Minnesota's hospital to get her checked out, because that's where she doctors at, is in Albert Lea. And we had her checked out by ENT. They put a camera down her nose. Poor kid. She did not like that. And they didn't see anything different in that area. I don't really know how to explain that part, but they didn't see anything different or odd in that area. So they put her on some medication, but after a week being on the medication, she had the side effects like constipation and tiredness. Well, tiredness you can't really tell because she is a baby, so babies do sleep a lot. But she did have the constipation, so we were told to take her off of it, and we will be seeing her her pediatrician on the 11th of this month. to talk about, she does have like a little bump on her eye, and then we're going to be talking about her choking and see what the next step is. I know her ENT said we'd probably have to go to Rochester, which usually for Rochester that means it's night in a hotel, because Rochester appointments are usually early in the morning. So we're hoping that we can get this figured out. Why is she choking? It's not just when she eats. It started off when she was eating, and I told her doctor that, and she said if she does it when you're nursing, you're just letting down too much, meaning I'm letting down too much milk. But it ended up turning into her just sitting in her pack and play or her crib or laying on the floor playing, and she'll just end up starting choking. So we're hoping that we can get that figured out very soon for Alexa, and she can be healthy and better, and we don't have to call any more ambulances for her. Otherwise, that's basically it on Alexa's health. Her head has healed up perfectly. I know I probably put this in one of the update videos, but I'm just going to repeat it in case you guys did not see the last update video. It was probably about maybe 2 months ago, maybe now. That we do not need to go back to Rochester for that anymore. She is cleared up with that fluid in her head, that hematoma in her head. That's all gone. It's not going to come back. Otherwise, there's nothing else really going on for her. For me, health-wise, my hip has been starting to bug me, and I did go to Rochester one time for that, and due to breastfeeding, I cannot get the shot to calm down the tendons, because he thinks that it's due to birth, that my tendons are just tendons or muscles or something like that is just so tight, and they just need something to relax. And then we were going to take the next step into probably another surgery if the shot did not help. So let me remind you guys that would have been my 4th hip surgery if I need it. So after I'm done breastfeeding Alexa, probably won't be until April. I'll be going back. I haven't had it set up yet because he told me just to wait it out and see how after I'm done breastfeeding and see how it goes. But if it's still bothering me, then I'm going to go probably back in April, May, somewhere around there. No later than May, and then go get the shot and wait a couple months for that, and then do whatever the next step is. Now, if you guys are wondering why I'm having hip issues, I'll just quickly go over this. When I was 15 or 16, I found out I had hip dysplasia, which ended me being in a wheelchair and on crutches, and it was just so bad, and I ended up having a PAO. I cannot say the long word, so I'm just going to say the abbreviation, the PAO surgery, which helped me. And then the screws that they put in my hips, which I do not know if I can insert a picture, but you guys don't always see the screws, but I swear the screws were about this big. But I'll try and insert a picture, but I doubt I can. But the screws that they put into my hip ended up bothering me because of how skinny I am. So they had to go in and remove those a couple months later. So that was surgery number 2. Surgery number 3, I ended up falling on ice going outside to school, getting in the car, going to school. At this time, I was still attending the school in my hometown, you could say, before I moved schools. And I ended up falling and tearing a ligament in my hip. So that ended up being surgery number 3 for me. So after that, I haven't had any hip problems. Then during during pregnancy with Alexa, I started having hip problems, but I knew it was pregnancy related because I was only about 90 pounds when I got pregnant, and gaining all this rapid weight, nonstop, like every day, was putting a lot of stress on my hip. I do, however, have it on my left side too, but so far that one hasn't gave me any issues, and I'm hoping it stays that way, because now with a kid, I cannot afford, can't say I can't afford it because the insurance won't cover it, but I can't afford to have another surgery and hip surgery because it will take months and months to learn to walk again. So it took about 3 years for me to be able to walk again normally, which I'm walking now. So if I have to have my 4th hip surgery, that will suck. Although this one, he is thinking it would probably be another ligament, so that would only be probably a month of recovery, not doing anything for about a month. But anyways, there's a little health issue going on with Jake, but I will leave that up to him if he wants to tell you guys. in our parenting Q&A. I will have him throw that in there if he wants to, but if not, that is up to him. Otherwise, everything else is going pretty good. Hopefully next summer we can move out. Hopefully we can get Alexa and her choking figured out, and we will keep you guys updated as all this stuff hopefully settles down soon. And I do want to sit down sometime when Alexa is taking a nap and go through my hip issues with you guys on my personal channel, but like I say, I just don't have any motivation to do any videos hardly anymore. So otherwise, that is pretty much it. I got a text message. Oh, okay, that's interesting. That's what I was going like. But I don't, where was I? I lost my train of thought. Yeah, okay. I don't have any motivation to do much anymore, so I will answer this one question that you guys will probably ask. We will not be doing a moving vlog just because me and Jake do live in separate houses, so it'll be hard for him to do a vlog and me do a vlog. If I do one of me packing and that, I will do it on my channel, but I don't think I'm going to because it's just too much hassle to worry about editing it and that. But we will be doing our first apartment tour and all that good stuff. So I'm just really hoping we can get out next summer, and because Alexa will be a year old, so I can't say it'll be a little bit easier, but she won't need as much stuff, I'm hoping, so we could save up some more money. But yeah, after a year old, she won't need baby food and she won't need me as much, so it also helped that she can go and hang out with Jake's parents for a couple hours too and that. But I think when that happens, I'm gonna go freaking crazy because I'm so used to being around her 24/7. So I think what we might have to do is take little baby steps, you know? So, but otherwise, I don't know what else to say, guys. And don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share on our videos. We have new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30 p.m. when we do have videos. My channel varies from whenever we have videos. There will be a video coming up this week on my channel, a little silly video of Alexa, but otherwise, nothing major on my channel is going on. And I think that's about it, so I will let you guys go. Thank you guys for watching this 12-minute video, and I will see you guys later. Stay golden, stay true to yourself, and never change. Bye, guys.